Hello kids, I hope you're well. It's been a while since I've done a video for you, so here is one of the G major pentatonic scale. And you might be wondering, what is a scale? Well, it's a group of notes going from the low end of the note spectrum up to the high end. So I'll show you how that all works next. When we talk about music and we talk about notes, we talk about when you press on different strings, you make a different note. That's how it works. So, for instance, we know that our strings are E, A, D, G, B, E. That's how they're tuned. We've got an E for every, an A for adult, a D for dog, a G for growls, a B for barks, and an E for eats. So it goes every adult dog growls, barks, eats. So, if I'm on this string here, which is an E, and I put my finger on this fret, do you see how it goes a bit higher? That's low, that's high. So you're actually going up a note. So E, F. And then you get a really weird note called a sharp, which goes in between two different notes. So we've got F there, yeah? And like the alphabet, imagine if you went up, what's after the F? A, B, C, D, E, F. It's G, isn't it? So F. Now this isn't G, this is G. F, G. So you think, well, what's in between? Well, there's a note called a sharp note. So we've got F, F sharp, G. So far we've got E, F, F sharp, G. So imagine an alphabet where you're going up, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you might have different notes in between those letters. Sounds a bit confusing, but I'll just go through them. So we've got E, F, F sharp, G. So what do you think might be after the G? It's a G sharp. Do you hear how different those sound? Sound a bit weird, don't they, those chords? Sound a bit weird. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Now, we don't go up to H, we go back to A again. Not again, but we go, that's the start of a new cycle almost. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and so forth. So today we're going to learn the G major pentatonic scale. Now our G chord, we played a chord, is this. There's lots of different ways of understanding the G on the guitar. There is the actual open note, so we've got every adult dog growls, so this one. That's an open G. It means we don't have to press down to get the sound of G. And then you could try and find the G as well. So let's try and find the G on the E string. E, F, F sharp, G. So if you play that G there, and then you play the open G as well, they should sound together similar. Hear that? Okay, so we're going to play the G major pentatonic scale. Now, like you did in Yellow Submarine, you could also play a G chord, which is this. That's a G chord. We put a third finger on the bottom of the third fret, second finger on the top of the second fret, and this finger here on the second fret A string. So you got this G, you got this G, and this is an E string, and also this is an E string. So if this is an E string, it's got three Gs there. This one, this one, this one. Just like that. And then, makes sense, doesn't it? If you put a finger on the bottom string on that G note, finger on the top string of that G note, and then you put that one there, you've actually got a G chord. Okay, so let's go through the notes in this little G major pentatonic scale. And you might think, well, what's the point in a scale? It sounds a bit boring, it's not really a song. Well, let me show you what you can do with a scale. 5/5 plectrum, so I'm just standing up. There we go. So, if I do that scale again, Sorry. It's a little up and down, isn't it? Da 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 da. And those strings you play are G, A, it's an open string, next one down. Then you're putting your finger on the 2nd fret to make a B. So you've got G, A, B. Then you've got D. Then you've got E. Then you've got G. Then you've got A. Then you've got B. Then you've got D. Then you've got E. Then you've got G. Just so you know what notes they are. At the moment, I'd rather you understand where you're putting your fingers more than exactly what notes they are. All you need to know is that it's the G major pentatonic scale. And when you play a scale, it's great because you could play a chord of G. If I play G now with that scale, so that's when you can start. A lot of guitar players will do lovely little things in between. They might not do all of the scale, they might just choose a little bit like this. It's quite nice to learn a few little scales. So here we go, let's work through the frets. So you're working over 2 frets in this little scale, and it's not that hard. You're going to be playing your first one you play is top string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's 3 because it's on the 3rd fret top string. Then every other string you do is going to be an open one, means you don't play. So you've got 3, then 0 on the next string down. So 3, 0, then 2, 3, 0, 2, and then the next string, 0, 2, 0, 2 on the next string down, 0, 3 on the next string down, 0, 3 on the next string down. So the only strings that you play on the 3rd fret are the top one and the last 2. The rest are on here. So let's do that again. 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3, and then you can go back the other way. 3, 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3. So why don't you try that at home, kids? Just get used to going. So remember, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3. Only time you go to the 3rd fret is on the top string and the last 2. So give that a little go. Maybe you could try also, after you've done that, learning your C, so your G chord, which is the bottom string on the 3rd, top string on the 3rd. And then this one here, just on the A string. You could, if you want to, do this. Maybe I'll do a little song for you where you can do little bits in between like that. But for now, learn that scale. I hope that helped. Cheers.